April 18th through the 24th, 2012. The evening on the 18th, my roommates Craig and Lindsay and I went to the famous New Beverly Theater to see Rainer Werner Fassbinder's World on a Wire, a 3-hour German sci-fi that was made in the 70s. It can be a snooze fest for most, but for me and the people here, we watched attentively, arrested by cinema. I love the New Beverly Theater. They're one of the last beacons of hope in a world turning digital. Watching a movie there is something magical. They show many great classic, foreign, and cult movies in printed film. The next day, my roommate Drew came home from his trip in Europe. He brought back some fancy chocolates from Paris for us all. Some had saffron in it, some rose water, some even tasted like Earl Grey. Each one is like a Victorian novel or an impressionist painting of flavor. The day afterwards, my friend Derek and I took a drive down to Huntington Beach for the grand opening of Slapfish, a new seafood restaurant owned by my good friend Travis's good lifelong friend Jethro. The food is as incredible as it looks, and some of the best seafood I've had. Drew hooked me up with work for Saturday, and it's always better when I get the chance to work alongside him. We went out to Pomona to shoot an episode of Speed Network's Car Crazy. The event we were shooting celebrated the 50th anniversary of the Shelby Cobra. I was surrounded by legend. The spirit of America was strong. The series won. Caro Shelby's bread and butter built from the ground up. My appreciation for American cars continues to grow. Sunday was Travis's birthday. To celebrate, he dragged my ass out of bed to charge up Mount Baldy, also known as Mount San Antonio, the highest mountain in the San Gabriel Range that lines the vast inland empire. Our friend Bob came too. Hi, Bob. Bob put up a good fight, but because of a lack of sleep, he decided to throw in the towel and head back to the car to catch some sleep. It was a challenging hike, but the best one I've ever been on. Out here, the silence is deafening. The tinnitus from in my head is as loud as Wagner. Then a wind from beyond slides against the slopes and creates the most delicate white noise. As you hike upwards, the terrain changes, the plants change. You step into another world from a familiar world left below. The temperature drops. Snow presents itself, yet the sun is radiant and hot. Travis and I keep charging forth, stopping every now and then to take in God's country. After a couple of hours, we make it to the top. Check that one off the bucket list. Happy birthday, Travis. Here's to a good end to chapter 31, and leaving it on such a gnarly cliffhanger for the next and better chapter in your life. Right? Gosh, you can almost see the whole world from up here. The hike down was beautiful, something John Muir could have appreciated. We trumped through snows on steep slopes until they cleared and gave way to little streams running rapidly down the mountain. The thing I take with me after hikes like these is the drive to find more adventure on higher peaks and deeper trails. And it reinforces my lust for life. Tuesday night, next conquest. Karaoke at the gaudiest and best damn karaoke bar I've ever been to. Dimples. I sing my tone-deaf heart out, no matter how ridiculous I look.
All right, here we go. This is one of your daddy's favorite songs. Now, somewhere in the Black Mountain Hills of Dakota, there lived a young boy named Rocky Raccoon, yeah. And one day his woman ran off with another guy. Hit young Rocky in the eye. Rocky didn't like that. He said, I'm gonna get that boy. So one day he walked into town, booked himself a room in the local saloon. Rocky Raccoon checked into his room, only to find Gideon's Bible. A Rocky had come equipped with a gun to shoot off the legs of his rival. His rival, it seemed, had broken his dreams by stealing the girl of his fancy. Her name was McGill, and she called herself Lil, but everyone knew her as Nancy. And now she and her man, who called himself Dan, were in the next room at the hoedown. A Rocky bust in, and grinning a grin, he said, Danny boy, this is a showdown. But Daniel was hot, and he drew first and shot, and Rocky collapsed in the corner. Ah, yeah, yeah. Do 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 do